everybody, Dana here again for more Tuesday tips for leaders of volunteers. And today's topic is the #1 most asked about, most popular with workshops and at conferences about volunteer engagement, and that is recruitment and retention. And I think that most people and most agencies, when they're asking for help with their volunteer program design or kind of reorganizing things or just trying to improve processes, they focus too much on recruitment and retention. That becomes like a very narrow-banded, myopic viewpoint of, well, if we just get recruitment and retention better, everything will be okay. The thing that everyone's getting wrong about recruitment and retention, or the big misunderstanding, is that that is a symptom. That is a very, very surface effect of deeper issues in the program. So having really poor numbers or high turnover of recruitment, not being able to retain people, that means that volunteers are not feeling welcome, or there are too many barriers to them becoming a volunteer. There's too many hoops to jump through. The process is too complicated, or that once they get there, they're having a bad experience. And that may be with other volunteers and the culture of the program and the activities, or it could be with employees not understanding how volunteer engagement works, or even not knowing the basics of how the volunteer program onboards people in general. So focusing only on recruitment and retention, or saying we need someone to come in and help with that, like, well, the big answer is that it's not just that. It's never just about how you're recruiting volunteers, or where, or that you need to do a different kind of recruitment. That's not going to solve the core issues. It really takes a holistic approach to volunteer engagement, community engagement, partnering with the community, and making sure that volunteers are having a good experience. Now, I talk a lot about my system that I came up with. That's the 3 C's of happy volunteers, or the 3 C's of a happy team, which is comfort, convenience, and connection. And those are great core values. There's other videos about that. But I want to stress that comfort doesn't mean that things are happy, rainbow, puppy cuddles all the time. Comfort means really a sense of safety and support and security within the role. So comfort doesn't mean that everyone has to feel absolutely great about everything all the time. It just means that when there is a challenging issue or an incident, there's a good safety net or system in place that's fair and consistent and equitable to all of the volunteers, that we're not favoring a certain group over another in the culture, and accidentally, or sometimes on purpose, making certain groups of people or potential volunteers feel unwelcome, or even creating a hostile work environment for some people. So think about recruitment and retention in this holistic way. A volunteer can occupy a lot of different roles in relationship to the agency at the same time. So if we think about it as kind of like a fan or a beautiful peacock tail, then someone can be a volunteer, a client, a customer on the board, a donor, someone who likes your posts on social media. They can move between those relationships and those roles for a few moments at a time, or for several years at a time, or they can be all of those things at the same time. So instead of thinking about, we only just need to recruit more people and find a way to keep them, that's just a surface symptom. So let's think about volunteer engagement as it really is, which is holistic engagement, meeting people where they are, and really interacting with the community and connecting them to the mission and the work that you're doing in a very sincere way, whether that's for 5 minutes, 5 weeks, 5 months, 5 years, 5 decades. It's all about that core relationship building, and that will automatically solve for recruitment and retention in the long run. So I hope you enjoyed these Tuesday tips. Please hit like and subscribe, and feel free to share these with your friends. And if you've got Tuesday tips and a little bit of your own wisdom to share, I'm happy to feature that on this channel. Just let me know in the comments below. Thanks.